Yahoo! Oh, why do I look angry? Hold on. There we go. Welcome back, guys. We're back to reading the game simulator. Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, I just quit the game. I didn't want to do that. Oh god. Not off to a good start. Hold on, let me reset it. Nothing happened, I swear. Okay, we're back. Accidents happen, alright? Hola, Rika. How are you? Alright, we're back. Is it back? Okay, it's back on the stream. Okay. Welcome back to Reading Simulator, the game. Where we're in a dead cafe. And my voice will die. Progressively. You're good? Cool. I'm good too. Good mentally, but stressed. So that's why we're gonna be playing this game to distress a bit, you know. I don't like deadlines. Alright. This shouldn't be a depressing memory for any of us. Doodle mod is now available. Except that I don't think it saved our things. Or did it? Anyways. Oh. Let's read the memories here first. Chill vibe stream. Indeed, chill vibe stream. Yeah, but you know I can kind of call this the ASMR stream. If I had a better microphone and a better voice, I would call this the ASMR stream. Except that I don't really do ASMR, but whatever. Brad took a sip from his beer. It was non-alcoholic, but there was something about the dry aftertaste that kept him frosty. Leaned over the table and lined up his next shot. Do you guys know how to play pool? I kinda know how to play pool, but I really suck at it. But it's kind of, I must admit, it's actually kind of fun. He eyed the problematic 9-ball in the upper right corner. He had a low percentage shot on it, if he elected to bank it in, but he had 2 other stripes in on the lower left to set it up. If he had an audience, he'd go for the blank shot for sure. He liked the chance to shine. But today there was no one to impress. No audience for flashy low percentage shots. He took the shots on the 11 and 12, and 3 shots later sunk the 9. An easy shot on the 8 sealed the deal. Brad scanned the table. 4 solid balls remained. A dismal performance on his part. Or a stellar performance on the part of the Stripes player. That was a problem with playing against yourself. You always won what you always... That sounds like an existential crisis, my dude. Brad chugged the remainder of his beer and added it to his collection of empties, which now stood 5 bottles strong. He took a moment to survey the room. His table was the only one of the 4 that was in use. That didn't come as any surprise to him. It was early in the evening and he had grown accustomed to spending time alone in his room. He knew when he could come here to be alone, and when the other sharks showed up, Brad grabbed the triangle. Oh my god, I don't like this combination of words. It was looped around his collection of beer bottles to set the beer balls in order for another round. Someone came up the stairs, and Brad looked up briefly, long enough to see a woman who he recognized as the dour-faced barkeep who had served him the beers that kept him company for the past hour or 2. Several steps behind the woman, he saw an older-looking man. The man stopped in front of the table opposite Brad's and began chalking up his cue. Brad directed his attention to the man. He usually offered people a game when they came up, but the man seemed prepared to keep it to himself, so Brad said nothing and tried to focus on his own table. Have you ever seen those like blue, well normally I see them as blue, but the blocks that they use to, I don't know what they're doing with the tip of like the stick, of this stick? Like they always have this block where they do something. Have you ever wanted to eat them? I don't know why, but they look tasty to me. I didn't eat them, but they look tasty. I have a good voice? Thank you. Thank you. But, okay, I have a okay voice, but it's not, how would you say, it's not ASMR-y enough, you know? Like, for me, a good ASMR would be a very, like a deep voice. Kinda like Corpse, but, you know, Corpse is an extreme example. So, he is, not too deep like Corpse, but, you know, just, I would say masculine voices, I guess. Just deeper voices. I would consider that as good ASMR voices. Or mommy voices, oh my god. Alright, well, let's continue. Usually offered up... Brad directed his attention to the man. He usually offered people a game when they came up. The man seemed prepared to keep to himself, so Brad said nothing and tried to focus on his own table. He set out to break, and the older man coughed as he shot. He hit the cue ball just a fraction of a degree off. It bounced off the rack into one of the side pockets as the rest of the balls jostled around the table. Stink. Brad didn't swear when playing pool. That was weird. His earliest experiences with competitive billiards had been in an environment that forbade obscenities and issued foul penalties every time he let out an involuntary shit or fuck. He'd had to find cleaner substitutes. Break came the sound from the old man's table. 2, 3, 4. Brad put down his break cue and picked up the leather-tipped cue that was leaning against the table. 5, 6. Brad chucked his cue, trying to avoid the tilt from his bad break. 7, 8. He lined up to shoot and realized that the man was already fishing his balls out of the pockets and collecting them in the triangle. Brad did a double take. Had the man sunk the 8th ball after 8 strokes, including break? Brad continued playing his own table, but kept an eye on the older man this time. It happened again. Break. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A perfect clean sweep. As the old man began clearing the table, Brad walked over. "Excuse me," he said, "but I couldn't help but notice you just hit 2 perfect games." "What's that?" The man turned to Brad, squinting at him. Brad repeated himself, a bit louder this time. "I was just complimenting you on 2 perfect games. Impressive stuff." Man heaved his shoulders. "Sometimes you get a bit of luck on your side." "Still," said Brad, "you don't see novices hitting 2 consecutive perfect games." Man offered another ineffectual shrug. "Do you, want to play a game?" Brad gestured to his own table, which was already set up. Most of the people who come around here tend to be novices. Been itching for a bit of a competition. Brad paused, but the man said nothing. "Of course, if you'd prefer to play your own table, I don't mean to intrude." "We can play," said the man. "Though, if I can shoot perfect the 3rd time, you won't get to go." "I'd be impressed if you could pull that off," said Brad. The older man racked the balls, and stepped away from the table to let Brad break. Brad leaned over the table and took several practice strokes before finally connecting with the cue ball. The break was weaker than he expected, but he managed to sink 1 ball. He looked at the table, annoyed, and realized that he hadn't bothered to check if the rack was frozen before he broke. His next shot was straight into the middle pocket. He briefly visualized the trajectory of the cue ball in his mind. It would easily knock the 6th ball in, then bounce towards the front of the table. Brad wasn't confident of where exactly the ball would stop, but he was confident he'd be able to do something with it. Took the shot and the 6th ball went in. Solids. After the cue ball settled, found himself with no good options. Brad smiled. Making something out of nothing was his specialty, and after a few moments of eyeing different angles, he settled on the shot toward one of the bottom pockets. A striped ball was in the way, so Brad hit the cue ball several degrees to the side, curving its trajectory around the enemy ball. It hit the solid 3 ball and the shot was made. Brad looked at the man, hoping for some kind of reaction. The man's mouth remained a flat line, but his eyebrows arched. If anything, the man's lack of obvious expression struck him as a deliberate attempt to not show a response. They had managed to get a slight rise out of the old man, felt like a sweet victory. Brad made his next shot quickly, an easy straight-in shot on the 2 ball, made without thinking about where the cue ball would land. That was a problem for future Brad. But several seconds later, present Brad found himself scolding past Brad for putting him in such a foul position. He was corner hooked. With the cue ball trapped next to the corner pocket, the only angle available to Brad existed in a 60-degree arc. surveyed these limited options, and breathed a sigh of relief as a relatively straightforward bank shot presented itself. It was an awkward angle, but he knew he could coax the tree ball into the opposite corner pocket. He took the shot, watching as the tree ball rolled compliantly into its designated pocket. Fortunately, the cue ball went with it, ending Brad's turn and placing the ball in the man's possession. Ah, stink. Brad could have sworn the man winked at him as he fished out the cue ball and lined up a simple shot in the side pocket. The 9 went in. Then the 11, 12. Brad found himself taking it for granted that each striped ball would enter its designated pocket and instead focus on the cue ball. Somehow the cue ball always wound up in the position that presented the oldster with the ideal chip shot. Ball after ball fell off the bed, until finally only the black 8 ball and Brad's solids remained. Fortunately for Brad, the 8 ball and the cue ball were at the opposite sides of the table with several of Brad's in between. Man eventually gave up and settled for a defensive shot that put the cue ball behind the 8. Now the tables were turned. Brad was the one cut off from his balls. He lived for shots like this. He took the shot. The cue ball hit 8, and the 8 hit the 1, and the 1 hit the 7, bouncing it against the front of the table and into one of the side pockets. Brad could help his smile. Things could have gone better even if he planned them. Instinct and muscle memory did what his calculating mind couldn't. Now when the table was conveniently free of striped balls, Brad had no trouble sinking the remaining consecutive shots he needed to close out the game. As Brad lined up the final shot on the 8 ball, he studied the older guy. If the man was reacting, he couldn't tell. Brad closed his eyes as he completed the final stroke, as he always did. He wasn't really religious. He'd stopped going to church with his mom when he was 12, but it always felt right to leave the result of the game to the God. Damn, said Old Pocket as the 8 ball fell into its pocket. Brad flinched. He'd been hoping for some praise from the man for winning the game. Perhaps the damn was all that the man could offer. Excuse me, said Brad, but don't think we bothered to exchange names. I'm Brad. Thomas. The old man extended a hand. Forgot to say, said Brad, you're quite a player. Take it you're not from around here. No, said the man. I grew up in Brisbane. Retired in Sydney. I'm just passing through. Brad nodded. I figured I actually grew up in this neighborhood. Played on tables just like these when I was a kid, so I know most of the folks on the local competitive circuit. Guess someone like you would have to play competitively, huh? You don't pick up skills like that in a tiny pond. You'd be surprised, said Thomas. A man can accomplish quite a bit when given enough idle time. But you have played competitively, said Brad. I used to, yes, said Thomas. Actually formally retired many years ago, but kept the table at home for practice, to keep my mind sharp. Where did you compete? Oh, I toured in England. Wait, said Brad. You were a pro? Pro makes a salary, said Thomas. I won enough to cover my travel expenses, and to make up for the time I spent not working a real job. Brad couldn't hide his excitement. Wait, you said England. Did you ever play in the World Billiards Championship? Yep, said Old Man. Played the WBC for a few years, but eventually I decided title was a summit I'd never reach. So I quit. Wait, said Brad again. You said your name was Thomas. Are you Thomas Walsh? Indeed I am, said Thomas. You're a legend. I think you might be overstating it, said Thomas. Even when I was at my prime, I wasn't the best. Results speak for themselves. Nah, fuck that, said Brad. You were a finalist for 6 years running. Nobody's ever been that consistent. Even the best pros who managed to run hot burn out after more than 2 or 3 years. Thomas sipped his beer. I spent hundreds of hours watching your videos, said Brad. You realized there were videos of me, said Thomas. Tapes of the finals from 1967-1968, said Brad. They didn't record them before that, but your last 2 years got recorded for posterity. They're kind of rarities at this point, but I had a coach who had the vault of old footage. Coach? Thomas arched an eyebrow. Yeah, you didn't have a coach? Thomas shook his head. We mostly just taught ourselves and each other. Sometimes you got to practice with people better than you, but that was it. Well, I mostly taught myself, said Brad. But after I started winning some regionals, I joined the team so that I could get sponsored and have a group to train with. Interesting. Brad waited for Thomas to question further, but no question came, so he decided to continue without an invitation. I won the WBC in 2012. No luck since then, I take it, said Thomas. Brad stammered out. Well, yeah. He laughed awkward. I've never been a consistent player, not like you anyway. He covered in a sheepish grin. My mom had an album full of article clippings talking about me like I was some kind of prodigy. Next big thing. Now it feels like I'll forever be a footnote in history. Brad waited for the words of affirmation to come from his hero. Thomas just took another drink from his glass, finishing off before setting it down next to Brad's empty bottles. Said Brad, feeling foolish. Can I get you a drink in exchange for another game? It would be a real pleasure. Sure, said Thomas. Give me a Guinness. Actually, make it 2. Brad sprinted down the stairs and returned several minutes with a tray bearing 2 pints of Guinness. That's a lot. That's literally an exam text, yeah. My god, this is long. But you know, this is warm-up for the real thing later. Thomas began setting up a table for the next game, Brad hovering over him. You know, said Brad, this place is pretty magical. Getting to play a game of pool like this? He wasn't quite sure how to say it, but figured Thomas knew what he was getting at. I mean, this is the sort of place where anything can happen, you know what I'm saying? Not anything, said Thomas. There are limits. Well, yeah, but still, 2 former champions, one coming back from from beyond the grave, so to speak. That's not the kind of encounter you'd expect to have anywhere else. Thomas looked at him. Magical indeed. When I walked up here, I didn't realize that you were... Well, he rubbed his chin. Let's just say that I don't meet a lot of pool pros at bars. He took a sip of his beer. You want a break? Sure. Brad broke, and with his hands guided by instinct, managed to sink 5 balls consecutively. Like magic, his shots always connected. Some people might buckle under pressure, but Brad's performance always seemed to rise to the occasion. With just 2 striped balls left, Brad knew he was on a streak, but as he lined up his next shot, he took a moment to consider position of the 8 ball. It was nestled in an awkward position behind Thomas' balls. I'm such a 12-year-old. But if he could clear a path to it while sinking the last stripe, Brad looked at the sea of balls and knew there was no way for him to mentally calculate every vector. But the instinct had gotten him this far, and he wasn't about to stop listening to it now. Brad took the shot and the cue ball knocked the last striped ball into the corner pocket. Then the cue ball bounced off the table, back toward Thomas' cluster of balls. I'm 12. Someone help me. Brad grinned in the elation as the cue ball hit the solid, which hit another and another in a chain reaction that sent the 8 ball heading right toward the corner, just like he'd wanted. It was headed right toward the corner, where there were no balls to intercept it. It was headed right toward the corner, to the pocket. He stopped grinning. Brad knew with a growing dread that the friction of the cloth would be enough to stop the ball in time. He watched the impending disaster happen in slow motion, powerless to stop it. The game had been going so well. He'd been about to hit a perfect game in front of his childhood hero, and now he was going to lose it in the most inglorious way imaginable. An accidental, legal combination shot. Brad closed his eyes, but not even God could help him now. He didn't even need to see it. The sound of the ball plunking into the pocket was enough. He'd lost the game. Oh, that's so sad. Press F for the man. Alright. That was a long text. Oh, there's more here. Oh, Ashley's team. I missed this. Maddie was washing her hands when Ashley poked her head around the corner. Here to confess something, or here to ask for something, thought Maddie to herself as she dried her hands and turned face to the girl. The grin on Ashley's face confirmed that it was the latter. Maddie arched an eyebrow and turned to Coffee Grinder. Ashley stepped around the corner and stood close to enough to Maddie to occupy her field of view. Hold on, let me sit comfortably. Every time Maddie turned, Ashley again repositioned herself. She was waiting for Maddie to notice her. After a minute, Maddie decided having Ashley hovering around her was more distracting than indulging whatever it was she wanted to talk about. What do you need, Ashley? Hold on. I don't need anything. So now that you mentioned needing things, I think you might need something. Such as an advisor. Ashley smiled triumphantly as she delivered the word. Uh-huh. What would I need an advisor for? To advise you, of course, said Ashley. And I suppose you have a suggestion for who I should take on as an advisor? Well, said Ashley, now that you mention it, I'm not too busy. I could be your advisor. Because you're an expert on advising. That's what an advisor needs to know about. And what makes you an expert on advising? Been learning a lot about advisors, said Ashley. They get to help make important decisions and then the person they're advising has to take responsibility for them. That's why I'd make a good advisor. Because you don't want to take responsibility for your actions? I take responsibility for my advice. But if someone follows my advice, then that's their decision and their responsibility. Duh. I don't think I need an advisor, said Maddie. Oh, but you do! Aren't you always complaining about how busy you are? Yes, so busy that I don't have time to have extra counseling sessions with you. I'm not going to be your counselor, Maddie. I'm going to be your advisor. The difference being, a counselor counsels and an advisor advises. Of course, said Maddie. Busy people always seem to have advisors, said Ashley. Prime Minister has advisors, presidents too. All the most important people have advisors. Their advisors tend to be more experienced than they are, said Maddie. Advice travels from those who have it to those who need it. Well, I'm doing fine and I don't need advisings. But you could do with some advising and I'd be happy to give you all the advice I got. Plus, you're more important than I am. You're kind of like the Prime Minister of the terminal, or the President of the terminal, whatever. Kind of person who needs advisors. I see. So am I hired? You already have a lot on your plate, I'm sure. Nope, said Ashley. I've got lots of time free. In that case, you have time to wash these dishes for me, said Maddie, tossing a drying rag to Ashley. Let me know when you're done. Wait, said Ashley. I'm only free to advise. I'm physically fatigued from a long day of work. Only my mind has extra processing power. I can only help you if it's by advising. Well, advising has physical responsibilities associated with it, right? Said Maddie. Like sometimes an advisor will go to places to get important information. I guess so. I can do anything that relates to giving you information. In that case, advisor Ashley, I need you to give me a report on which of these places looks best when it's sparkling clean. But they're all dirty right now. Exactly. Time for you to do some investigative research. See ya. Okay, that was a fun interaction. Okay. Let's see. What does the tough floor have to offer? I know that one leads downstairs, so I'm just gonna check around. I think we've already been here. Alright. Okay, let's read the sign. There's Ashley. I kinda wanna draw. You're overdue this week, said Ned. He tapped the list of rules that Maddie kept posted by the door. This 24-hour rule. Are you sure you've been enforcing it? I think how you run things around here is none of your business, said Maddie. Actually, it is absolutely my business, said Ned. In fact, keeping the rules is basically my only business. That's kind of what the word enforcer means. I'm supposed to scold you for breaking the rules. So audit me. Fine, said Ned. Let me check your ledger. We don't keep a ledger. Maybe you should. Lots of places do. It's a great system. You have someone stand at the door and then have them marked down whenever someone comes in or leaves. Then you forcibly evict people who are overstaying their welcome. I'm amazed that you don't have a system like that in this place. Some people overstay their welcome, other people understay it, said Jay. There's no need to strictly keep track of how long people stay, right? Just maintain the balance. You're right. All that matters is maintaining the balance. So maintain the balance, because when you don't, then we have a problem. We're a bit short-staffed to have someone acting as a full-time doorman, said Maddie. Figured it out. He tapped the board listing the rules. Change 24 hours to 23 hours. When you say 24 hours, people think you just colloquially mean one day, and they just don't pay attention to the specific time. When you say 23 hours, people actually have to keep track of what time it is. That'll be fine, said Jay, except for the part where you're cutting time of people's stay. Trust me, anyone who would go right up to the limit is probably going to go over it. 23 hours is going to mean 23 hours plus an extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half hour, plus however long it takes to finish the drink. And if they leave in less than 24 hours, who gives a shit? I give a shit. You're right, you should give a shit. In fact, you should celebrate whenever you manage to scooch someone out of here in under 24 hours, because the balance is upset and you've got to correct it. You can either correct the balance 1 hour at a time, or the council can come in here and repossess some souls. Or we can find someone who knows how to manage this property responsibly. You turn to Che. Come on, buddy. I don't want to have to take this place away from you. That would be quite the escalation, said Maddie. Well, you're already on the first level of escalation, which is a stern talking to, said Ned. Hold on. A little itchy. Okay. Che sighed. Well, Maddie cut him off. We'll change the rule to 23 hours, okay? Buzz off. Wow, really? Said Ned. Well, okay then. And while you're rewriting the signs, you should also take the green tea frappuccino off the menu. Frapp should be for coffee, not tea. A poor table can has 12 views now. Nice. Shh, shh, shh. We're not talking about that. Yeah, hi Ja, how are you doing? Kinda doing a vibe stream today. Just a chill stream. Where I'm only reading. This is the reading simulator. The game. Done, said Manny. Wait, really? Said Ned. Damn, I didn't realize you were so open to feedback. Also, the caramel, well, take it under advisement, said Maddie, placing a hand on Ned's chest and physically pushing him out toward the door. Hold up, said Ned. What are you doing? Removing an unwanted guest, said Maddie. I need to practice if we're going to start enforcing those rules you care about so much. Now said Ned as he continued backpedaling to stay upright. Look, you could just... Bye, said Maddie as Ned crossed the threshold out of the cafe and Maddie shut the door to his face. She turned around, leaning her back against the door and sighed. Jay raised an eyebrow. You're serious about the rule change? Yeah. I'll change the sign on the menu after we close tonight. Wait, really? The rule change is just to keep him off our back, said Menu. And the menu thing? Been meaning to take that off anyways. It's the kind of menu item that attracts the worst sort of people. Well, okay. Though I do think we should change the rule back to 24 hours after things have had enough time to balance out. Of course. We don't want to upset the balance too far in the opposite direction. What would we do with all that extra time anyway? Ah, interesting. Good morning, Joe. You just woke up, I see. Are you getting ready for the day now? I already read that. Yeah, I already read that one. We're gonna... hold on. Just gonna check what else is here. There's something here. Because it's clearly turning blue. But I'm not blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. Yeah, I think we've read most of things. Alright. Yes. You woke up and just chose some violence? What happened? Is this your form of violence? An ada. That's your form of violence? I see. Man, I'm quickly running out of tea. This is kinda sad. Oh, we still have... Okay. Wait, where... Where? Okay. Why? What are we doing? Hold on, where were we doing this one? This is apple juice, guys. I swear. I do not endorse underage drinking. Ashley is drinking apple juice or coffee even. Shit. Why is there no erase button? You know what? Let's make it a little more safer. Let's have a... How do you draw a cup? There we go, that's a beautiful cup. And then the handle. This is her sleeve. Her hat. Her weird hat. I forgot what she had. The twin tails. And there, she's drinking coffee. I'm just gonna make that a little less sus. Okay, so we have cat, dog, and Ashley drinking coffee. Nothing bad about that. We'll probably change it someday. Actually, I want to try something, because you can play this... Will you ever play the Colonel Sanders dating game? You know what, if there's enough demand for... Maybe. I already played the game, like years ago when it first came out. But you know what, why not? Oh wait, of course, wait, hold on. Pro controllers are weird. Give me a bit. If there's... Yeah, I was thinking of like playing a very weird visual novel around Valentine's Day. I actually already have one in mind because I... because it's... there's... You can take a guess, because maybe you might know, but maybe you also don't know. Hold on, let me try and connect my controller. It's kind of weird, because for some reason... No, not Doki Doki. It's weirder. But you know, I might play Colonel Sanders around Valentine's Day, which is gonna be a long time. Okay, there we go. Alright. There we go. Oh, this feeling is familiar. It's as if I'm playing a game called Danganronpa, which I also plan to stream whenever I have the games. I have V3 Honey Pop. No. I am too small brain for that. It's not as known as those two, but it's niche. It's popular in its niche, I guess. Just gonna finish my tea before it gets cold. Alright, let's continue the story. Yeah, let's continue. Chapter 3. I'm gonna hit the hay. Alright, good night, Rika. Sleep well. Okay, so the the visual novel that I kind of want to read. Too much paper for today for my brain. You're gonna lurk? Alright, cool. I'm gonna continue reading. This is reading training. Yeah. Well, I was about to talk about visual novel, but nah, I'll keep it a secret. Day 2, 12 p.m. terminal. It seems like it's midday. Rise and shine, buddy. Don't wanna... You shouldn't waste your last hours on Earth sleeping. No. Oh. Let's rewind, okay. What's CR? Oh, sleeping. Whoever said I'll have plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead probably had a different idea of how things would play out after death. Man, I was hoping that I was having a really long, weird dream. Sorry, no such luck. Some more pedantic magical practitioners are quite bothered by flippant and colloquial. Am I even pronouncing the word right? See ya, Rika. Sleep well. Tell you first? Alright, fine. Do you know that one visual novel with the birds? Colloquial use of the word look. Chase isn't one of them. I'm still having trouble getting my head around it. Totally understand. Want a coffee? There's the basement. Yeah, it's just something simple. Hipster coffee coming right up. What's going on downstairs? I didn't even know you had the downstairs. There's more to this place than meets the eye. Maddie's down there, desperately trying to fix her death situation. Sounds like she's hosting a cage match or something. Well, not exactly, but she's mentioned wanting to do that. There's some wrestler called the Red Comet that she won't stop talking about for a while. And then, because of that, Ashley got obsessed with wrestling for a bit and kept trying to suplex me. Suplex. Ashley's small, so she has to opt for wrestling moves that control the opponent's weight instead of trying to lift them. Very smart. Did she manage to? She's tiny. A couple of times. It was very humiliating, I can imagine. But to properly answer your question, Maddie's running a gambling ring. Downstairs, all by herself. It's a fairly unconventional one. And by unconventional you mean... that old. I haven't played it yet. But I was like reminded about... I don't know... Oh yeah, Jaden Animations recently made an animation about dating sims. And Like, the hatful boyfriend completely slipped my mind and it came back like, oh, I want to play that around Valentine's Day. Oh. I don't know. I really want to play some very weird visual novel games, dating sims at least, around Valentine's Day or February, you know. But I don't know anything else than Hatful Boyfriend. That's not in the server. You're gonna learn it, all right? Enjoy my ASMR voice. I'm not gonna fantasize about birds now. Mortals generally aren't involved. Stakes are higher than usual. Oh. Coffee's ready. Come over and get it. They gamble for time amongst other things. You don't sound like you're a huge fan of the idea. Not. It's undignified. I mean, as long as Maddie's not endangered, shouldn't it be fine? Council doesn't like it. They turn a blind eye because we don't cause trouble otherwise, but I'd rather not have to worry about bad things coming our way. Because Maddie refuses to approach the problem from a different angle. And by the problem, you mean the death, yeah? I was pretty drunk, but I think I remember Maddie storming off after Ned turned up. Yes, I'm a bit worried about her. Wish I could help. You all seem pretty nice. Thoughts appreciated. Maddie will figure it out eventually, though. I'm sure. She just needs time. Hey, thanks for the coffee, by the way. Just realized you haven't actually made me pay for a bunch of them. How'd you expect to pay for them? Alright. Yep, no cash. If I were feeling particularly capricious, I'd ask you to pay in time, but you're a nice kid and you need every minute you've got. You wanna head downstairs? I can see your eyes starting to the stairs. I'm not going down, but I'm also not gonna stop you. Yeah, if that's okay. Go on then. I'll stick around up here. Catch you in a bit. Alright, let's see what Maddie is doing out downstairs. If Maddie would walk a little faster with the damn box, please. Damn, it's already been 40 minutes, sheesh. I'm gonna keep it a short stream today, actually. Kinda tired. So I'll just read this episode and then move on, and then, yeah. Stairs that led down to the basement were solid and well-worn, with smooth ruts on each step and a handrail that had been polished to a silky sheen through years of use. Kishan had always liked stairwells. People never lingered in them for long, and he'd found them to be a good place to catch a breather. He wasn't obsessed with them, that'd be weird, but he definitely appreciated a nice set of stairs. A good set of stairs are ones that are just, they have a good size to, like, step down really quickly. Not those super wide ones, because I have short legs, I can't do that. But, just like that size, maybe. Well, for him, it's a little too wide, but, for me, that's probably, like, perfect size. And, just a perfect 90-degree angle. And not slanted as hell, because I would slip if I would try to speed down the stairs. Further reflection, it was probably a little weird. Downstairs, Maddie's audience clamored for blood. Even the dead find blood sports compelling. From you to me, with the understanding that your remaining moments on this plane are limited, you surrender this time freely without coercion, as agreed. Everything comes at a price, nothing risked, nothing gained. Contract fulfilled. You're free to go. Phew. That's 3 in a row, you bloodthirsty bastards. Crowd cheered. Maddie was clearly an expert at winding them up into a frenzy. Who's next? Room fell into a dead silence. Come on, isn't anyone here brave enough to challenge me? Thought you came here to play with knives, you pansies. Seriously? Anyone? Then hold out on me. Do I need to pick someone out from the crowd then? Is this what we've come to? Maddie's gaze swept the audience. Kishan. Good to see you upright. Interested in a game of skill? Me? Yes, you. Oh, sure. Give me some enthusiasm, my man. Sure. What's the game? 5-finger fillet. Some of the people in here just call it the knife game. You heard of it? Oh no. We're back in 2011, I believe. Oh, finally something I'm good at. Episode 3. Rise and Shine. Kishan's awake. Alright. Menacing. That's a lot of holes in the table. Got a lot of knives in this place. Tell me about it. Damn, this thing has a good weight to it. Of course. Would make you compete with an inferior tool. Heh. What? Sorry, I was waiting for you to seg into calling me an inferior tool. Shit, that was low-hanging fruit, wasn't it? Next time, mate. Sure. Kishan did another experimental slash, and this time it made an audible whoosh. Spectators oohed and ahed. But this wasn't for them. He knew that he only had this one shot to get accustomed to the blade. Why is this so intense? You done showing off? Nothing wrong with putting on a little show. Sounds like you're stalling for time. Getting cold feet, perhaps? Shh, not a chance. Let's get started then. You know what you're wagering? Che mentioned something about you gambling with time. Ugh, it's not gambling if it's a game of skill, but that's beside the point. We're both wagering for 4 hours. If you win, it comes from the cafe's balance. If I win, it comes from yours. We've got around 16 hours left, in case you weren't keeping track. Shit, only that many? Want a little extra time to play with then? Hell yes. Stop wasting it and get this over with. Sure know what you're getting into? Most people are pretty shy about playing with the time they have left, especially when their tank's running as empty as yours. Yep, come on, unless you're getting cold feet. Hardly. You've got 30 seconds. Smack the timer when you're ready. Alright, let's see. See you go, Kishan. The crowd cheered and Kishan fed off their... I've never seen someone get so excited for a freaking knife game from 2011. Response, Maddie leaned back and tapped her finger on the table, feigning impatience. He met her eyes, grinned and continued his performance. Stabbing motion got faster as he went, the point narrowly missing each of his fingers. Stabs, strong enough to drive the knife a millimeter or two into the table, were good if you wanted to put it on the show. And of course, giving the spectators the show was part of the fun. You might be going fast enough to put on a show, but you're not going fast enough to win. How did I do? 16 sets, if I counted correctly. Whoa, couldn't do 16. That's how many Maddie beat me with. Is she gonna lose? Nah, she's gonna kick his arse. Feeling good about that result? Certainly am. Radio, watch closely. Oh, I will. 60. 1. 3. 7. This is so... This music is too intense for a game about knives. Told ya, she's unbeatable. Is it magic? She could cheat if she wanted to. Definitely not, she's just that good. Poor guy, he didn't know what he was getting into. Sorry, mate. Being fair and square. I'm pretty impressed. I aim to please. I'll be taking those hours now if you don't mind. Yeah, sure, how does this work? Smirks. Just like this, you won't feel a thing. Kishan felt a brief tightness in his chest, and for just a moment, the white tip of Maddie's finger burned white hot. Ow, shit! Sorry, I lied. It's done now, though. Alright, does anyone dare to compete with me? Come on, looking for some actual decent opposition here? I'd take any challenge, even if it's chess or something. Any challenge? I challenge you to get everyone a drink. Rounds on me. Aw, how sweet of you, Che. Aw. Maddie's being scolded. Didn't realize you were watching. Wasn't anything happening upstairs? I got bored. Right. So, you took some hours from Kishan, huh? Yes, I did. Feel good about that? Che, do you? I won them fair and square. Didn't know what he was getting into. There's an obvious power imbalance here that you're exploiting. Jay isn't one to let you forget the responsibilities that come with power. He knew the rules. That doesn't change anything. Led them to believe that he'd got some extra time. Maddie knows firsthand how seductive the promise of extra time can be. Oof. And, barring a miracle on his part, that absolutely wasn't going to happen. It doesn't matter. He's just passing through. A couple hours won't make any difference. Oh? Maddie, disappointed in you. Patrons respect us. We need to earn that respect by treating them with respect ourselves. This is not respectful or dignified. Cheating vulnerable pass-throughs out of their time, we're above that. We're better than that. I don't care whether you think it's dishonest or not. I want you to give that poor man his time back. Don't pout, this is serious. I feel like a broken record saying this, but while I understand your intentions are good, you can't keep doing these things. It's all for you. If you really want to do this for me, find another way. This isn't worth it, Maddie. It breaks my heart to see you like this, and I know that you're trying your hardest. But this really, truly is not worth sacrificing your own self-respect over. Everyone here respects you, but you're gambling with oh. Oh no, Emphy! Oh my god, Emphy, thank you for raiding, holy shit. Oh god. Oh wow. Hello. Hello. Oh man, you came at a bad time. I think it was... It's time to dance. Oh. Hello. Emphy, how was your stream? Did it go well? I hope it did. My god, hello all new people. June, I hope I'm pronouncing the right things for following. But Emphy, what'd you stream and how'd it go? Oh my god. Thank you, Danline, for following. Holy shit. Stream was good? Ah, Minecraft, that sounds fun. That sounds fun and exciting. Oh my god. Ah, guys. Emphy stream is on. Yeah, I agree. Emphy is very cute. Emphy, very cute. I've yet to actually watch one of your streams, but I remember one of your collabs with Eve. Oh my god, help. I'm a little overwhelmed. Thank you everyone who just followed right now. Shinsha, Foxfire, and Emphy, of course. Destroyed by pumpkin spider. There's a pumpkin spider? What? Alright. Well, I'm not really doing an exciting stream at the moment. I'm just reading. I'm just reading a visual novel right now. As a chill stream. But I was about to end it after this chapter's done. Oh, modded Minecraft. Modded is fun. I don't really play modded a lot. Pumpkin spider the worst. I don't... You dance a lot today? That's good. Dancing burns calories. Anyways, we were just having a heavy moment. Oh my god. I'll give the hours back. Shame was pretty great with the knife. So not as good as me. That was pretty close. Oh man. Thank you for raiding, Emphy. Holy shit. I'm overwhelmed right now. It came at such a serious moment. Gosh. Anyway, go back to studying. Good luck studying that line. I hope you can do it well. Oh, I think we just ended the chapter. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Of course. Sending over all the love. Oh, Emphy, you're such a sweetheart. Emphy. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Oh god. So stream, yeah. No, I'm tired. Oh man, you sprayed wrong. But I so appreciate it very much. Oh. Then yeah, you know, I'm definitely gonna raid you guys. Maybe let's just read this part first. Yes. What form did you have before being reborn? I think I was a crab. You kind of look like a crab. Come on, I'm being serious. Ashley won't harvest spirit liquid from a crab. You're assuming an awful lot about how squeamish she is. As far as I can remember, I lived above streets, next to the sky. You're a milk carton, buddy. So a bird then. Wings and feathers and such? No, not that. I do remember flying though. Oh, were you a sugar glider? Describe. Did you eat insects and tree sap? And flower nectar? Raid from stream to stream. No one good is online? We'll see, we'll see. I'll raid you again. We'll raid after this, hold on. These little, yeah. There's a thing in the game where you can just draw on them. And one of them is the creator drinking coffee. Drinking coffee. That is familiar. Wonder how Ashley found you then. Could have been anything really. You mentioned bright lights earlier. Oof. Yeah, I'm thinking you got hit by a car. Seems likely, is that bad? I mean, you're here now, so... whether you like it or not... shut up. I'm still adjusting. And they're gonna start... and they're gonna disappear. Alright, oh my god. Oh, so... oh, only for you, Emphy. Ada, ada. My Emphy, you're such a good little girl. Sorry, I needed to die from that. That was a little extra. Because you're such a sweetie. Look at you, turning into a responsible human being. Me? Who, me? I'm not responsible. Studio mode is now available. You can now speak to Kashan. What is studio... wait, I'm curious. Wait, what is studio mode? Shit. How do we exit? I don't care for the text. I just want to see Kashan. Da 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 da. We're reading this next stream. This is my warm-up. Why is the text so heavy? Okay, can we... okay. Cool. Can we go? We can go. That movement is so... sensitive. Holy shit. Cafe. Oh, there's more things here. Okay. Wanna check out studio mode before ending the stream. Kishan, buddy, where are ya? There he is. You look angry, buddy. What's this? Wait, what's... oh, June. Redeemed another Ada Ada. I'll gladly give some to you. Good boys. Okay, okay. And I wish I could have that many Patima. I actually still need to do a lot with my affiliate status. Like, I want to make emotes. I heard they're actually increasing the emote limit for affiliates, which is pretty cool. I kind of wanted to... please wait. Why am I waiting? Why? Oh my god, I got blinded. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. I just want to see this before I end the stream. No wonder I had to read a warning. Yeah. What is this? We can... hold on. What? We... oh. Oh, this is in... okay. Interesting. Can I leave now? I would like to leave. Please? It's 23, 24. Should sleep. You have class. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm cutting the stream early. Save for Ray, but I'm gonna go. Have my din-dins. Alright. See ya, Amphi. Eat well. Don't worry, hold on. I'll end it soon. Let's quit. Save and exit. Alright. Maddie, walk faster. You live in Spain? Well, at the yes. Oh, that's interesting. We're in the same time zone. In that. That's why... I think I already said, but that's why I'm cutting the stream early. Okay. Okay. Yes, I know. I don't care. I'll become a terrible human being if only... Let's go to title. I like ending games in the title screen. My time zone? So it's same as Helix, actually. It's late. Manny, walk faster with the fucking box! Where? Okay, there we go. My god, Emphy, thank you for the raid. Holy shit, I'm I'm still shook. Let's see who I can raid. I can't. Oof, not a lot of people are online today. There's only one. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna raid for the sake of raiding, alright guys? Even though this person I'm raiding, I don't really know them well. I just know they're pretty okay. What are they playing? Wizard 101. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna raid for the sake of raiding because it's kind of fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you Emphy for the raid. It was quite funny. I'm still overwhelmed. Try running that. Excuse me? Yeah, we're raiding. Alright. I'm gonna be raiding Cookie even though I don't know them very well. It's always nice to like send positive vibes, you know? So thank you everyone for joining the stream last minutes. I hope all of you have a wonderful time, and of course remember to stay hydrated. See you guys. Bye bye.